بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله أما بعد. The question says حدث نقاش حول أقسام المياه فمنهم من يرى أن المياه تنقسم إلى قسمين طاهر ونجس ومنهم من يرى أن المياه تنقسم إلى ثلاثة أقسام طهور وطاهر ونجس. والسؤال هل الصواب مع الفريق الأول أم الفريق الثاني؟ أرجو من سماحتكم توضيح المسألة في ذلك. There was an argument or a debate, a discussion, a disagreement about how many types of water there actually are. What are the different aqsam, the types of water with regards to making wudu, drinking it, making ghusl, using it, bathing in it. What are the different categories of water in al-Islam, in the Islamic jurisprudence, in fiqh, in the study in the field of fiqh? So some of them, they said that there are only two types of water. The first is that which is called tahir, and the second is that which is called najis. And there are others who said rather waters of three types. There is tahur, the first, number two is tahir, and number three is najis. So the question is now, which group is right? The first group or the second group? Sheikh, inshallah ta'ala, you'll give us the benefit. We hope that you'll do that. Al-Jawab, the answer says, الصواب أن الماء المطلق قسمان طهور ونجس. قال الله تعالى وأنزلنا من السماء ماء طهورا. وقال تعالى إذ يغشيكم النعاس أمنة منه وينزل عليكم من السماء ماء ليطهركم به وَيُذْهِبَ عَنْكُمْ رِجْزَ الشَّيْطَانِ al-ayah. Answer says the correct view, the correct stance is that the absolute water that is actually water, is only two types. It is only two types when we mention or when we use the term water. The first type is tahur and the second type is najis. So the tahur is number one and the najis is number two. Allah Azza wa Jal, He says, what is converted into English to mean, and we send down from the sky pure water. We send down from the heavens pure water. Allah says in another verse, and remember when you were overtaken by sleep. You were overtaken by sleep and slumber. You rested. And Allah Azza wa Jal sent down upon you pure rainwater, or water from the sky that was pure, to clean you, to cleanse you, and to take the filth of shaitan out of your path. To the end of that ayah. We know that ayah, Allah Azza wa Jal mentions about the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and the Sahaba in the battle of Badr in Surah Al-Anfal. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الماء طهور لا ينجسه شيء أخرجه الإمام أحمد وأبو داود والترمذي والنسائي بسند صحيح عن أبي سعيد الخدري رضي الله عنه. The Prophet ﷺ says, water is pure and nothing can make it impure. Nothing can render it to be impure. This hadith has been collected by Imam Ahmad, Imam Abu Dawud, Imam al-Tirmidhi, and Imam al-Nasai with an authentic chain of narration from the hadith of Abu Sa'id al-Khudri رضي الله عنه. ومراده صلى الله عليه وسلم إلا ما تغير طعمه أو ريحه أو لونه بشيء من النجاسات فإنه ينجس بإجماع العلماء. And what the Prophet ﷺ means in this hadith is that water is pure and nothing can render it impure. Nothing can make it impure except one of its qualities, one or more of its qualities are altered and changed by something which is impure itself. The taste of the water, the color of the water, the smell of the water is altered because of an agent, because of a matter, a substance that is najis itself. That is najis itself. أما ما يقع في الماء من الشراب أو أوراق الشجر أو نحوهما فإنه لا ينجسه ولا يفقده الطهورية ما دام اسم الماء باقيا. He says, as far as things that fall into the water, like tree leaves, or different things that are in the water, whether it be algae, fish, tree bark, things that fall in the water, then it doesn't take the water away from its pure state. It doesn't make the water impure as long as it is still called water. As long as it is still called water. It's cloudy water, it's murky water, it's sea water, it's river water, but it's actually water. أما إن تغير اسم الماء بما خالطه إلى اسم آخر كاللبن والقهوة والشاي ونحو ذلك فإنه يخرج بذلك عن اسم الماء ولا يسمى ماء ولكنه في نفسه طاهر بهذه المخالطة ولا ينجس بها. As far as if the water is mixed with something, something mixes with the water, and it takes on another name and another title, such as milk, or such as coffee, or such as tea, and things like this, then it's no longer called water, and it's not actually water that's tahur for wudu and ghusl, but it's pure. If it spills on your clothes, you won't have to wash it off your clothes. If it's on your carpet or the floor, you can pray over it on top of it. But it's not called water anymore. You put tea leaves in hot water, it's now called tea. It's not water anymore. Ground coffee beans and milk and sugar, it's no longer called water. It's now coffee. But it's not the same as one coffee bean falling in a bottle of water. You still call it water. Or there's some water that you get from the pond. You catch a turtle or fish, and the water is a little cloudy, a little dark, but it's still called water. The fish is in the water. That's what the Shaykh is trying to say. أما الماء المقيد كماء الورد وماء العنب وماء الرمان فهذا يسمى طاهرا ولا يسمى طهورا. As far as water that isn't absolutely called water, but it is restricted. Its title is a compound title now. They call it rose water or grape water or pomegranate water. Okay, infused water. You infuse it with your fruit. Things like this. He says, and this is not called tahur anymore. It's tahir. The water is clean, but it doesn't have the cleansing agent, the spiritual, metaphysical power to make wudu and to use it for Islamic purification, for ritual purification. That's gone now because it's no longer absolute water. It's no longer mutlaq. It's now muqayyad. It's restricted and it's attributed to another matter, tea, rose water, etc. Because there's so much of the other agent. It's become dominant over the water now. He says, فَلَا تَشْمَلُهُ الْأَدِلَّةُ الشَّرْعِيَّةُ الدَّالَةُ عَلَى التَّطْهِيرِ بِالْمَاءِ. And when that's done, then it's the Quran and the Sunnah, the proofs, the evidences, the hadiths about making wudu and water is pure, nothing changes it, they don't apply anymore. It's no longer applicable. والشرع إنما وصف الماء المطلق بالتطهير كماء المطر وماء البحر والأنهار والعيون والله ولي التوفيق. And the Quran and the Sunnah, the deen, the legislature, the rules of Islam, they only describe the water that is absolute to be the water to be used for tathir, for purification, meaning wudu and ghusl. As far as using those other types of water for other things, like I said, it's not najis, but it isn't tahur. It isn't tahur. Such as rainwater or seawater, water from the rivers, and water from springs, falls, and things like this. This fatwa, and the Shaykh says, Wallahu waliyu tawfiq, and Allah Azza wa Jal is the one who gives and inspires the people to have the success. That fatwa was given by Shaykh Abdul Aziz ibn Abdullah ibn Baz, rahimahullah ta'ala.